I can't even believe we're going to have this conversation, Brock, that there is such a thing as an overrated Seahawk, according to a person in the national media. I think you have to be rated. People have to hear about you. You have to have your highlights played on ESPN before you can be overrated. Someone's got to talk about you. But somehow, ESPN's Casey Joyner is saying Brandon Browner is one of the most overrated players in the NFL. This boggles my mind.
And this is metrics. This is Casey Joyner's kind of their sabermetric guy in football, taking a different look and study and approach at it and doing it all statistically. And by his judgment, because of all the penalties that Brandon Browner created and the lack of his ability at times to play the vertical game, because let's face it, we know Brandon Browner. We've seen him in person. He's nearly my size, 6'4", 230. He's not the fastest corner, but what he is a very physical corner. And this kind of goes into some of the discussion we had today about our lists of the top players and where they fit, and how does a Red Bryant not make a top 100 list with the impact he's had on this team. Some of it's also schematically. The Red Bryant plays the scheme the way that Pete wants it to, and that's freed up for everybody else. Brandon Browner plays the game physically. That's the way Pete wants it played. He can't play it. He can't match footstep for footstep, and you're going to get some penalties and going to get some holding calls. That's the way he plays. He's also going to influence the game with a very physical nature.
I'm very curious to see how he proves it this year. The Seahawks, as great as the defense played last year, they didn't play a lot of high-powered passing attacks, and when they did, they didn't exactly shut them down. I would like to see how they're going to do against New England, against Green Bay, against some of the other more high-powered passing attacks this year. And you know what? While I don't think he's overrated at all, the great thing is we're going to get to find out this year. I still think this defense is going to be top-notch.